All right, and welcome back to game 2 of Card Sharks for this third episode. We have 2 new contestants ready to battle out to see who can win all the rupees and the car. It is going to be Tyler the Dragon versus Shinrin. You guys know how the game works, so let's get started. Good luck to both of you. Here we go. Tyler, the first question goes to you. We asked 100 child psychologists, do breastfed babies usually grow up to be more well-adjusted than bottle-fed babies? How many said they do grow up to be more well-adjusted? Tough question.
I will say 70%.
70%. All right. Shinrin, is the actual answer higher or lower than 70?
I'll say higher.
Higher than 70. All right. The number of child psychologists said they grow up to be more well-adjusted is 21. No, it is lower. That means, Tyler, you have control of the cards. Tyler, for winning the question, you have the right to change the card, and Tyler, you've got an 8. I assume you want to change it, right?
Yes, go ahead.
All right, good idea. Let's hope for a better change. That 8 now becomes a deuce. Excellent card. What do you want to do with it? You know what to do, Tyler. You've got a 2. Higher or lower?
Higher.
Higher than a 2? It's a 9. All right. Would you like to continue on playing or freeze? And remember, if you freeze, it protects your position and keeps Shinrin away from the cards. What would you like to do?
I'll continue.
And would you like to go higher or lower than the 9?
Lower.
Lower than a 9? It's a 7. Yes, good job. 2 cards away from your first game. Again, the option, play or freeze.
Freeze, please.
All right, that protects your position and keeps Shinrin away from the cards. And the next question goes to you, Shinrin. We asked 100 people in Portland, Maine. Back to Portland, Maine again. If you suddenly inherited $1 million, would you keep the same job? How many people would keep the same job if they inherited $1 million?
I'll go with 45%.
45 out of 100 say they would keep the same job. Now, Tyler, is the answer higher or lower than 45?
I'll say lower.
Lower than 45. Number of people in Portland, Maine who would keep the job is 20. Yes, it is lower, Tyler, so you have control of the cards again. All right, Tyler, you have a 7, and you can change the card if you'd like.
I'll keep it.
You're going to keep the 7.
Yes.
All right. Higher or lower than the 7?
I'll say higher.
Higher than a 7? Oh, no, it's a 6. I'm sorry. That means, Shinrin, you have a shot at the cards. And Shinrin, you can't change this card because you didn't win the question, but it's an ace. What do you want to do?
Lower.
Lower than an ace? It's an 8. Yes. Would you like to play or freeze?
I like to freeze.
Gonna freeze on the 8, all right? That protects Shinrin's position, and we go on to the next question. Tyler, the question goes to you. We asked 100 male chauvinists, do you think most wives cheat on their husbands at least once in their marriage? How many said they do think that most wives cheat at least once in their marriage?
I'll say 30%.
I'm sorry, what was that again?
30%.
50? 50?
30.
Oh, 30. Okay, 30%. All right. Shinrin, is the actual answer higher or lower than 30%?
I'm gonna say higher.
Higher than 30. Number of male chauvinists who think the wives cheat at least once is 60. Yes, it's double that amount. So, Shinrin, you have control of the cards, and now you're looking at an 8, and you may change it if you like.
I like to change the card.
All right, excellent idea. Let's hope for a great change. Your 8 now becomes a king. Great card. What do you want to do?
What was that card again?
It's a king. Just 1 card lower than the ace. Great card.
Okay, lower.
Lower than a king? It's a 6. All right, you are 2 cards away from the first game of the match. Would you like to continue on playing or freeze?
I'll continue playing and go higher.
Higher than a 6? It's a 7. All right, you're now one card away from the first game of the match. Do you want to continue on playing or freeze? If you get it wrong, you go back to the king.
I'll freeze.
Going to freeze on the 7. That protects his position and keeps Tyler away from the cards. And now, gentlemen, we have reached sudden death. That means somebody has to win on this play of the cards. Control is very important. Shinrin, the question goes to you. We asked 100 married women, when you first met your husband, was it love at first sight? How many said they felt it was love at first sight?
I'm gonna go with 70. Yes, 70.
70 out of 100 said they felt it was love at first sight. Now, Tyler, is the actual answer higher or lower than 70?
Lower.
Lower than 70. The number of married women who said it was love at first sight is 37. Yes, it is lower, Tyler. And Tyler, we're in sudden death, so let me explain the options. Tyler, you have a 7. You can change the card if you'd like, and you would have to play the next 2 cards correctly in order to win. You do so, game 1 goes to you. But if you fail, Shinrin gets game number 1. Or you can pass to Shinrin. He's only 1 card away, but he has a 7, and he cannot change the 7. If he goofs, you win. Tyler, play or pass?
I would like to play, please.
Gonna play it, and you want to change the 7.
Yes, please.
All right, this is a crucial change, because if he makes one mistake, game 1 goes to Shinrin. Tyler, your 7 now becomes a queen. Great card. Is it higher or lower than a queen, Tyler?
Lower.
Lower than a queen? Oh no, a king is not lower. Shinrin wins game number 1. Oh, tough break, Tyler.
Had a feeling as well.
Well, it happens sometimes. Sometimes the cards like to act that way. So Shinrin wins game number 1. That means, Tyler, you got to win this game or else the game is over. First question goes to you, Tyler. We asked 100 married men, back when you and your wife were dating, did you ever stand her up? How many said they did stand her up, Tyler?
I'll say 55%.
55% out of 100. All right. Shinrin, is the actual answer higher or lower than 55?
Lower.
Lower than 55. The number of married men who stood up their wives were 28. And there goes the stream again. It is lower. Shinrin, you have control of the cards. And your first card is a 10. Would you like to play or change?
Oh, I like to change that.
All right. Changing the 10. Hopefully we get a better card. That 10 now becomes a deuce. Great card. You know what to do.
Higher.
Higher than a 2. It's a 7. Would you like to continue on playing or freeze?
I'll freeze.
Gonna freeze on the 7. That keeps Tyler away from the cards. All right, Shinrin, this next question goes to you. We asked 100 people, have you ever moved out of an apartment in the middle of the night to get out of paying the last month's rent? Shinrin, how many said they have moved out in the middle of the night in order to avoid paying the next month's rent?
I'll say 25.
25 out of 100. All right. Tyler, is the actual answer higher or lower than 25?
Have a feeling it'll be higher.
Higher than 25. Number of people who have moved out in the middle of the night is 6. Just 6. It is not higher, it's lower. That means Shinrin again has control of the cards, and you're looking at that 7. You can change it if you'd like.
I'd like to change it.
All right, let's see if we can get you a good card. Your card is now a 6. A little bit better. What would you like to do?
Higher.
Higher than a 6? It's an ace.
Nice. I'd like to go lower.
Lower than the ace? It's a jack. Okay, Shinrin, you're 1 card away from the championship, and if you get this right, it's yours. What would you like to do, play or freeze?
I like to go lower.
All right, if this is lower than the jack, the match belongs to Shinrin. Is it lower than the jack? No, it's a queen. It is not lower. Tyler gets control of the cards, and Tyler, you cannot change this card because you didn't win the high-low question. Your card is a 9. What would you like to do, higher or lower?
I'd like to go lower, please.
Lower than the 9? It's a 4, yes. Would you like to continue on playing or freeze?
I'll continue playing, please.
And higher or lower?
I will say higher.
Higher than the 4? Oh no, another 4! And neither player makes any progress. We go to question 3. Tyler, here's your question. We asked 100 residents of Beverly Hills, California, do you have an unlisted telephone number? How many residents of Beverly Hills say they do have an unlisted telephone number?
I will say 45%.
45 out of 100 said they have an unlisted telephone number. All right. Shinrin, is the actual answer higher or lower than 45?
Lower.
Lower than 45. The number of Beverly Hills residents have an unlisted number is 44 by 1. It is lower. Tyler just missed the bonus there. Okay, Shinrin, you have a 6 as your base card. Do you want to play or change?
I'll change it.
All right, let's see what happens here. The 6 now becomes 0 and 8. Ouch, right in the middle, and you got to play it.
Ooh.
Higher or lower?
I'll try higher.
Higher than the 8? No, it's a 3. I'm sorry. Tyler gets a free shot at the cards, but again, you can't change the 9 because you didn't win the question. What's the call?
I will say lower again.
Lower than the 9? Oh no, another 9! Another double for Tyler. Neither player makes progress again, and once again, folks, we have reached sudden death. That means somebody has to win this question right here, right now. Here we go. Shinrin, your question. We asked 100 teenage boys in New York City, have you ever been mugged? How many teenage boys in New York have been mugged?
I'll say 37.
37 out of 100. All right. Tyler, is the actual answer higher or lower than 37?
I will say higher.
Higher than 37. All right. Control very important here. Let's see what happens. The number of teenage boys in New York who have been mugged is 45. Yes, it is higher. Tyler has the all-important control. All right. Here are your options. Tyler, you have a 9. You can change the 9, but you would have to call 4 cards in a row correctly in order to win. And this is the match at stake for you. You do so, you win. But if you make one mistake, Shinrin wins the game and the match. Or you can pass it to Shinrin. He has 3 cards to call. He has an 8, and he cannot change it. If he goofs, you win and tie it up. Do you want to play or pass?
I'd like to pass.
All right, good idea. That means Shinrin, you've got an 8. You got to play it. Call it.
Lower.
Lower than the 8? No, it's a 10, and it means Tyler has tied up the match. Good job. So, we go to the tiebreaker round, and we are doing it again. As always, when it's a tiebreaker round, we automatically go to sudden death. So we're going to have a winner in the match right here. Question goes to you, Tyler. We asked 100 people in the state of New Hampshire, has listening to a candidate speak ever change your mind about anything? And by candidate, I'm assuming a political candidate. Tyler, how many said that they think listening to a political candidate has changed their mind?
I'll actually say 25.
25 out of 100. Shinrin, is the actual answer higher or lower than 25?
Higher.
Higher than 25. Number of people that say that listening to the candidate changes their mind is 77. It is very much higher, Shinrin. And that means you have the all-important control. Now, Shinrin, you know what to do. You can either play or pass depending on the cards that you see. Tyler's base card is a king. Your base card, Shinrin, is an 8, but you can change the card if you decide to play. So, based off of that decision, do you want to play or pass to Tyler? Remember, you need 2 cards for the win. What do you want to do?
I'll play and change the card.
Good idea. All right. Very important change coming up for Shinrin. The match is on the line. The 8 now becomes a 4. Good card. What is the call, Shinrin?
Higher.
Higher than a 4? It's a jack. Yes. All right. 1 card away. You get this right, you win the championship. If not, Tyler gets it. What's the call?
Lower.
Lower than the jack for the game and match. Is he right? Oh no, it's a queen! Unbelievable. Tyler, you won it.
Oh, wow.
Oh man. Good game, both of you. As I tell you, the cards were rough on the both of you, but Tyler, you persevered. You're the champion. You get to play the money cards.
Yes.
All right. Okay, Tyler, you know how this works. 200 rupees you won in the game is yours to keep. We're going to give you new money to play with. Let's get right to it. Tyler, you have 200 rupees and a 6. Would you like to play it or change it?
I would like to play it higher.
All right. And how much would you like to wager of that 200? Remember that the minimum bet is 50 rupees and you must bet in 50 rupee increments. How much?
50, please.
All right. The minimum bet. 50 rupees. And did you say higher?
Yes, higher.
Okay. 50 rupees. Higher than a 6? It's an 8. Yes, you've got it right. You're up to 250 rupees and an 8. And again, the option to change the card.
Is it an 8?
Yep.
I'll change the cards.
Great idea. Now, would you like card number 1, 2, or 3?
Card number 2, please.
Card number 2. All right. Hopefully we get a great change. Your 8 now becomes a jack. Not a bad card. You have 250 rupees and a jack. How much would you like to wager?
I'd like to wager 100 on... I'd like to wager 100 on lower.
Okay, 100 rupees. 100 rupees. Lower than the jack? Oh no, it's an ace. I'm sorry. But you have 150 rupees and an ace. You can't lose. Tell me what you want to do.
I'd like to go lower and bet it all.
Absolutely. For 150 rupees, is it lower than the ace? It's a queen, yes. All right, so you have 300 rupees. We move the queen up to the next row. I will give you the other 400 rupees. You're up to 700 rupees, and you have a queen. And again now, we're in the next row, so you will have the option to change the card anytime. But a queen's a good card. You want to play the queen or change it?
I will play, and we'll go lower for
And how much?
400.
400, you say?
Yes, correct.
All right, good luck to you. 400 rupees. Is it lower than the queen for Tyler? It's a 5. Yes, good job. You now have 1,100 rupees and a 5. That's 4 plus 1, by the way. That's a 5. Do you want to keep the 5 or change it?
I'd like to change the 5.
All right. Would you like card number 1 or card number 3?
Number 3, please.
Card number 3. All right. Hopefully we get a better card for you. That 5 now becomes a 2. Excellent card. You know what to do with this, Tyler.
Higher, all of it.
All right. For 2,200 rupees, is it higher than the 2? It's a 10. Yes. You're up to 2,200 rupees and you have a 10, but you cannot change the card. You must play it. How much of the 2,200 would you like to risk on the 10?
1,000, please.
All right. Good luck to you. 1,000 rupees, and what's the call?
Lower.
All right. For 1,000 rupees, is it lower than the 10? Oh no, it's an ace. Well, that's the bad news. But the good news is you got another ace. We move it up to the big bet. You can't lose. What's the wager?
Let's go lower, all of it.
All right, for 2,400 rupees. Come on, is it lower than the ace? It's a king. You've done it. Good job. 2,400 rupees. When we add that to the 200 in the game, you've got 2,600 rupees. So, well played, Tyler. Nice job. Okay, and now we go for the car. You have one joker. We didn't find any jokers on the deck, so you have one joker, so you'll have one chance to win the car. And if you can find it, you will win a Dodge Colt worth 6,388 rupees. So give me a number between 1 and 7, and hopefully we find the car. What's it going to be?
I will say 3.
Number 3. All right. Good luck to you, Tyler. All right. He's got a joker beside the number 3. Let's turn it over and find out what we see. Behind card number 3 is the word no. Oh, I'm sorry, Tyler. But that's all right. You got 2,600 rupees, and you are still the champion, and we will play another match with you later on. But, Shinrin, where do you think the car is just for fun?
I'll say 6.
All right, number 6. Show us where the car is, please. Oh, it is number 6. That's 2 in a row. Oh, my goodness. Wow. So Man, I guess the wrong player is winning the game, but oh well, saves on the budget. But anyways, we're gonna have our third game of Card Sharks coming up right after this, so don't go away.